Hi, welcome to my studio. My name is Christina Foxwell, and I'm excited to have you with me today. I'm going to talk about the mental fitness gift of the power of presence. What am I talking about? Often in the work I'm doing with senior leaders and executives and even people, we talk about presence and holding space so that we can actually bring people toward us. I call that gravity. I call that a natural ability to connect people to you. And I wanted to share with you today how your ability to be mentally fit allows you to connect with people deeply. Because here's the thing, I want you to imagine with me that you're walking. My husband and I had a walk this morning. And then as you're walking, you just stop for a second and you look up and you feel the sun on your face and you feel the breeze touch your hair and you breathe deeply and you center yourself in that moment. You're in that moment and there is nothing else. That's gravity. How often when we're in the workplace do we struggle with gravity? Because our brain is all over the show, trying to control, trying to connect, trying to solve, trying to rescue. And here's the issue. We lose our ability to actually be present in that moment, to have gravity in that moment. Another word for gravity that I'd use is wise, wisdom, a deep feeling of understanding that I am good enough to be in this moment, to hear you, to see you, and to be with you. Why am I sharing this morning? Because the power of presence allows us to navigate our life with agility. And I'm going to share a few things with you just on how the power of presence actually works. The first thing I'm going to share with you is it allows you to stay calm and open. I've led teams, I've led businesses, I lead this business. And not only do I lead this business, but I'm a coach and I'm a person. And I've often found that when I am not holding presence or my gravity, I'm anxious and I'm all over the shop and I'm trying to solve issues and I'm trying to help and I'm trying to connect and I'm trying to versus being. And this is the opportunity that mental fitness brings. It brings us the gift of the power of presence. Years ago, I was on a flight from Melbourne to Sydney and I was listening to a podcast with Deepak Chopra, and he was talking about being wise. And that's always been something that I have found really allows me to connect deeply. But how do we unlock our wise brain? This is the opportunity, right? How do we get there? But before we get there, I'm going to share another truth with you. If I am actually able to have the power of presence, I can stay out of judgment and I can deeply stand in acceptance. Acceptance is accepting that this moment is what it is. I'm not lost in yesterday. I'm not worried about tomorrow. But I accept right now, right here, that this is what it is. Years ago, I grew up singing and helping my dad in the community church that we were running. And I was leading and I was speaking and I was singing and bringing people on the journey with me. And I remember the most impactful moments that I had back then was the moments of deep presence. Years ago, I was singing Unforgettable, a Nat King Cole song in an auditorium. It was my last year of high school and we had a big show. And I remember being so present in that moment that the music I created touched each and every person in that auditorium. I didn't do it for that purpose. I was just so grounded in the music that I was able to bring deep presence. When I got a standing ovation, I almost ran off the stage because that wasn't what I'd actually anticipated. I was just being in that moment. I was just deeply accepting. In my career as a coach and as a leader in an organization, I have found my greatest moments of impact with others has been moments of having gravity which is the power of presence, which unlocks our wise brain. I'm going to share one more thing with you, actually two more. I like grounding myself. And often when I'm sharing and I'm teaching and I am working as a coach, I sometimes I can feel my brain start to wander. And the thing that brings me back to clarity is positioning me, and I'm grounding me. So often I will touch the floor. And having come from a background of singing and performance, standing really flat on the floor and feeling the gravity on my feet often created so much flow for me. And I want you to try it out. Feel the gravity of your feet. Remember where you are. Don't fear the moment. Remember where you are. And then the last thing I wanted to share with you is, if I have got presence and I have got gravity, it starts with a deep-seated belief in who I am and knowledge in who I am and acceptance of who I am. And when I start doing that, I have given myself that gift. And here's what happens. I can lead, I can listen, and I can connect deeply. When I wrote this out before I spoke today, I said love, but I know that I put people off when I use love in the corporate space, but I want to really bring it to life, because when I'm deeply connected and my mental fitness is worked on and I'm calm in my mind, I can bring what I have so that the world can be better because of who I am. So I want to give this out there to you. If you can practice mental fitness and you can work on the gift of the power of presence, it's going to unlock who you are and how you operate in your world in a fundamentally new way. This is Christina Foxwell. I've loved spending time with you today. If you'd like to download our most recent article, please click on the link below. Else, join me on social media, and I'd like to keep imparting goodness into your world. Have a beautiful